and then know if I'm frozen, I can join from my phone. Worst case scenario. It ain't streamed yet though. Am I still frozen?
Yeah, you're still frozen.
Okay, let me join from my phone just in case. Okay. We are live. Please hold. I'm having technical difficulties on my end, but come in and say hello to us. Okay, hold on one second. Let me join from my phone. Hmm. Can you
You
see
see
my
my
video?
video?
I do. I don't see it on the live yet.
Okay,
Okay,
Okay, there it is. It just popped up.
it's
it's
coming
coming
up.
up.
Okay,
Okay,
let
let
me
me
shut
shut
down
down
some
some
things.
things.
You, you
You
still
still
see
see me
only
only
one?
once.
Yeah, I see you. Your other one is still up though.
Okay.
Okay,
Is
is
it
it
just
just one time?
It is on the live.
okay?
Okay,
Is
it
it
is
just
just
That's
one
what's
live.
important.
yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi
Hi,
y'all.
y'all.
It's
It's
our
our
weekly
weekly
live
live
Q and A,
Q&A,
and we're
and
working
we're
through our tech
working through our
challenges.
challenges.
So I'm
So
going to
I'm going to
start
start
as
as
always
always
with
with
our
our
weekly
weekly
announcement.
announcement.
Echoing something. There you go.
Am I still echoing?
There you go.
No echo?
No echo.
Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. Can you hear me still?
Yes.
But no echo.
No echo.
Okay, we're good. All right. So what we're doing tonight is our normal weekly live Q&A where we get me to answer your questions. But as always, we always going to start with our announcements. So every Wednesday you can come on live and get your questions answered. And we're starting to offer member spotlights. That's why Miss Jayne is here. And we're going to have her take over here in just a moment and get to know more about her as well as her business and what she currently has to offer. Also, our monthly community networking event is happening April the 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will have to register for that, but please come out and hang out with us there. Also, please invite other parallelpreneurs to this community. I am looking to make this the number one place to hang out online, and I need your help to do so. Also, I have some spots available in my Beyond the Board program. So if you're looking for some accountability and support for your 90-day goals, upcoming quarter goals, feel free to reach out to me and let's have a conversation about if that's the right next step for you or what is the right next step. So without further ado, I want Miss Jayne to introduce herself and her business to our community.
Hi, my name is Jayne Chaplin. I am an accountant, also a travel agent. A travel agent. My travel agency is something that I started about a year and a half ago. It's always been a love of mine. I was always that person to book trips for everybody else, including myself, my family, all of my friends. And so I said, hey, why not go ahead and start my business so I can get paid for this instead of booking things for free? So I started about a year and a half ago and I love it. It's truly a passion of mine. My goal is to always help those who feel as though they can't travel, because I used to be that person, and I try to give them those options to let them know what's out there, what's available for them within their budget range, what they can get, where they can go, and I just try to encourage them to get out and explore, because if you don't get out and explore this world, you'll never know what's really out there.
Got
So
you. So what was the first trip you took? Once you decided, hey, I want to travel, what was the first trip that you took?
I did a cruise. I did a cruise
Where'd you go?
to the Bahamas. Where else did we go? I think it was just to the ports in the Bahamas. But it was fun. It was a way to get out and you could get a traveling experience on a different level, because traveling on a cruise is different, but everything is right there at your fingertips. You have all your food, you have the pool, you have everything right there, and you don't have to worry about going anywhere or traveling or paying for anything unless you want to, per se. But for the most part, that's it. I mean, you have everything right there on the boat.
Gotcha. Currently, with what's currently going on in travel, is there any suggestions or tips that you have? Do you have anything that's currently going on? Any kind of specials or any kind of offerings that you would like to share with our community tonight?
Well, I'm always posting deals, but I try to let people know that, especially for those of you in the group that are on my page, what I post are simply deals. That's not something you necessarily have to do. I can always change the flight location. I can change the dates. I can change any of that. So basically, yes, I offer things, but I cater to you. So I'm here to help you get what you want and what you need.
Okay.
And with that, on the flip side, I do offer, when you do book with me and you come back, I do offer vacation vouchers, just as for being nice or for allowing me to help you with your vacation. And that travel voucher could be, to Vegas, it could be to Miami, it could be to New York, or it could be a hotel voucher and you pick and choose, or it could be a restaurant voucher. I have the option to choose that, but that's the incentive that I give. And then also on my pages, I also play games.
Okay.
And with those games, I try to tell people and encourage people to participate because I don't always announce that I'm going to gift something.
Mm-hmm.
So if you participate, you never know what you might get at the end of that. So I try to get people to engage. That's a way to get people to engage, to keep it
Yes.
going and get people to talk to one another in the group as well. So I like to try to do that too.
Absolutely. So tell us, where can they follow you? Where can they find out about all these great deals that you have to offer and possibly have an opportunity to win a prize?
I have a Facebook page, which is under the name Private Getaway Vacations.
Okay.
And I also have an Instagram page as well. So both of those pages you can follow me. And I get more interaction on Facebook than I do Instagram, which is normal. But that's my number one group. So follow me anytime, Private Getaway Vacations. I can post the link in the chat if you like so that people can see it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Definitely post your link in the chat for people to follow you and reach out to you about the current deals you have to offer and have their opportunity to get a voucher by going ahead and booking their next travel with you. As it starts to warm up, I'm sure some people are ready to do some type of traveling. So this is a great resource. And it's Private Getaway Vacations
Yes, that's correct.
at Private Getaway Vacations. So because it's a weekly live Q&A, we're going to help you with what your current question is and to help you get clear or get confident or get cash, whatever that may be, to ensure that you can continue to move forward and offer these private vacations to individuals.
Yes.
So what would you say tonight is something that you would like to get some assistance around?
Well, I need some help. Well, number one, I don't really like going live on my page. I know that it helps to give people a face with a name.
Mm-hmm.
And I do struggle with that because I'm not good with talking in front of people. That's why I told you earlier, this is a test for me. You're challenging me to
That's what we're here for, to just give you a little push, a little nudge.
just a little nudge, but
That's
I'm trying to
it.
be more open with that.
Okay.
And then I do have some issues at times with people or certain customers that they want a travel agent, but they still want to be a travel agent themselves.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more about that. When you say they want to be the travel agent themselves, what are the kind of things that happens when they reach out to you that you get that impression that they want to be the travel agent?
So my request is, I always ask people, give me the dates that you're traveling, how many people you're going with, how many rooms you need, where you're flying out of, the details that you need to actually book a trip.
Mm-hmm.
And if they have a particular place in mind or resort or hotel that they want to stay at, they can let me know that as well.
Mm-hmm.
However, you have some people that are used to booking their own thing. And so they will come to me, and I don't know if they're looking for a discount or trying to see if they can find a better rate or whatever, but they'll ask me to do the research, but then they'll say, well, I found this at this price. Can I price match? Yes.
Okay.
But I try to just find the best deal available. But sometimes people, they'll get the quotes from me and then they'll turn around and they may take that and go book their own trip. And then my time is wasted.
Okay. So, is there any red flags that normally come up when you have experienced that? Is it something in the conversation, something in the communication that maybe a red flag or a cautionary, like I've been here before, this may be one of those individuals that's really just trying to price match, trying to get a better price, or want me to do the research and then go and book it themselves?
Yeah, I can kind of pick up on a vibe based on the communication that we have as to whether or not they're being serious.
Okay,
Um,
so what are some of those red flags?
it's kind of hard to explain.
Okay.
And I guess it would just be a matter of how they start the conversation off.
Okay.
Because, some people, they don't even say hello, my name is, so and so, and I'm looking for this. Can you help me? I'll get an email and say, can you pull this for me for this dates?
Okay.
And that's it.
For these dates. So they're coming through your website and they're filling out a contact form and they're saying, can you pull this for those dates?
I get communication from several different ways, whether it's from the website, whether it's Messenger on Facebook, or via email. I prefer email because it helps me to keep a trail, a paper trail of everything,
Mm-hmm.
and I can communicate back and forth with them. And it gives me a chance to, if I need something, I can go back and look at it. So I prefer the email. So
Okay.
if somebody does reach out to me, it's like, for example, in Messenger, I will direct them to email me and give me the details of whatever it is that they didn't tell me the first time. Because somebody might say, well, hey, I'm interested in going to Jamaica. Can you help me? Okay, let me know the dates, how many people are going, and stuff like that. Because you can kind of tell who's used to traveling and who's not. People that
So
are used to traveling will give you all the details. People that are not, they'll just give you the basics.
so let me ask you this. Is it the people that's giving you the basics that's trying to be their own travel agent, or is it the people that's giving you all the details that's trying to be their own travel agent?
It can be either or. I think it really just depends on the person. So
Okay, so we
once I get to communicate with them a little more, I can kind of gauge as to whether or not they're going to book with
okay, so
me.
is there a question or some way that you can kind of pre-qualify them? Did you hear me okay?
I heard you. Maybe that's something you can help me with. A question. The main question for me is budget. Um,
Okay.
because to travel you kind of need a budget, and if people don't really
Okay.
have a budget in mind and they
Mm-hmm.
just want to go off of whatever, then I might send them something that's well over their budget and they don't like it. But I'm not going to know that if you don't tell me.
Okay, so that is definitely because I don't know how your scheduler or your contact form is set up, but you can make it ask those questions, some pre-qualifying questions, so
Right.
that you'll know if this is a person that's trying to be their own travel agent and just price shopping, or is this the person that really is looking for something, really not looking to do that themselves. They really want to hire somebody that's in that expertise that will spend the time researching the best flights, um, the best hotel accommodations based on what their qualifications are.
Right.
Um, and it's just a matter of having certain questions. Like you said, budget may play a part. So having a budget question may help gear you or know that, okay, is this person really just want me to do the research and then they're going to book it on their own?
Mm,
Or is this person don't want to do it at all and want me to do it and they're going to book?
right. Now I have some customers, they'll say, look, I don't have time to do this. Can you help me find this, this, and this? And those are the people that are usually my returning customers.
Okay.
They'll come back. And then, like for example, I'm working with a young lady now.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to travel for her birthday in April, but she's traveling with a group.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling with groups is not always the easiest thing because some people have the same budget as you and some people don't. So you have
Mm-hmm.
to kind of work around everybody else. But she's never traveled before. So I've
Okay.
basically been guiding her and she didn't know what to do. So I've just been guiding her through the process and she's really appreciated it. So now I have a trip that's getting ready to be booked for 16 people.
Right.
So it's just a matter of communication as well, especially for somebody like that that's not used to traveling.
So, what do you think about a question on your pre-qualification? And these are my terms, but may have your own way of saying it for your particular
Right.
industry. But for your pre-qualification, maybe you ask the question, "What is the reason why you're looking to hire a travel agent?"
Hmm.
And
Okay.
then maybe you give them options, and you say something that some of your clients have said. I don't have time to do this.
Okay.
I'm looking for the best deal,
Right.
or whatever. Like, just think about some of the things that the people that are trying to be a travel agent say,
Mm-hmm.
and use that as one of the options. The people that normally don't have the time to do this, and they are more committed to the process and having somebody else take on that, and maybe there's a third option. And
Right.
then based on when they fill that out, if they say one of the things that would make you think they really just price shopping and they're really not trying to book through a travel agent, but they just want me to go figure out, this flight is $2. Go over here and book it for yourself. Then you don't even necessarily get on the phone with them.
Right.
You can actually, based on that pre-qualification, so you could do, you know, what is the reason you're looking for a travel agent or wanting to hire a travel agent? What is your budget for your trip? And you can even give ranges too,
Right. Right.
because some people say, I don't know what the budget is. It depends on where I want to, but give them some ranges. So if they can get a trip for five, you might say, okay, a weekend getaway starts at $500. I don't know if this is the
Right.
right numbers. A cruise starts here. A all-inclusive resort for 14 days start here. And then let them check, and then using those type of questions to kind of pre-qualify them before you start doing the research. So if what they answer to your pre-qualification questions seem like they'll be a good client for you,
Mhm.
then you reach back out and, to your point, get all the other information: name, email, how many people are traveling, all of that information. If they are not a good fit, then you can give them some resources based on, your responses. It appears that what would be your best option for you is to book this yourself. Here are some resources, or here are some links for you to check out. If in the future you decide you don't want to do this, or budget changes, or you have to know your people to talk what makes them feel
Right.
comfortable. I'm very direct in my communication. So just
That
take
right
that with a grain
you in
a grain
trouble.
of salt. So take how I'm saying it with a grain of salt, but tweak it to your words.
Right.
So my suggestion for you to be able to handle people trying to be a travel agent is to pre-qualify them before you start doing any research.
Right. And I do have a link that people can use to book themselves if that's something that they prefer. So I
So
have offered that before. And
so
also, I think another reason why people try to be their own travel agent is because they think I'm trying to take their money. So let me put this disclaimer out there for anybody that's using a travel agent. I am not charging you. You don't pay me directly. The vendors pay us. So I'm not asking you for anything. However, a lot of travel agents, including myself, have started charging people a quote fee or a research fee based upon the number of people that are traveling, which is not much. I charge $25 for mine.
Right.
That's
And
not a lot. If it's a large group, then yes, that price will go up, but that is for the time that I am utilizing to get you all of those quotes that you're needing, because it does take up a lot of time.
yeah,
But other
mhm.
than that, you're not paying us anything at all. We're not getting paid from you. So I don't know if that has been an issue in the past with other people, but one thing that people need to realize, if you're using Expedia or any other internet or website, commission is included in that. You don't see it, but it is. So you're being charged by them to book through them. So
Gotcha.
using a travel agent gives you a more personal, and you have someone that's personally handling your travel services for you, and they're not asking you for a dime.
Right.
So that's something for people to keep in mind.
So thank you for putting that disclaimer out there, because to your point, I think sometimes they get a quote for $1,000 and then they go look it up themselves and they see it's $700. So they're figuring, assuming and figuring that you're pocketing the $300, which is totally not the case. And to your point about getting a quote fee, that's what Miss Tanika suggested as well. Maybe charging a small fee if somebody wants to um, get you just to do the research. So to recap it all, pre-qualify the individuals, and
Mhm.
based on how they answer the question, if they say I don't have time to do this, that's going to be a client where they want to pay somebody to do it.
Right.
If they say, maybe if their budget is not quite right, or they're trying to save on their budget, maybe it is the option, the DIY links, I'm gonna call them for ease of purpose of this video. Or if they want you to do so they just want you to do the research, then charge them the fee. So
Hmm.
then no matter what you're spending your time on, you'll get compensated for the value that you're bringing to them, because you save them time by getting them the research, and then they can go book it themselves. If they don't even want to do that, then you can give them the resource to the link where they could just go and book it themselves. Or if they're more like me, I love paying for convenience. So then, yes, I am the person that pays the travel agent. I am the person that pays somebody to come clean the house. I am the person that pays to jump the line for TSP. Like, that's just what I prefer to do. And it's
Right.
not for everybody. And other people prefer, and I've had it happen with family members. Like, we trying to go on a trip and they like, well, Neff, are you searching flights? No, I'm not searching flights. I'm calling the travel agent and she's doing all that. I'm just going to tell her if I want to fly first class, if I want this, if I got extra bags, if I want this. I'm telling them all that and they doing that. But if you want to use Expedia, that's totally fine. But just make sure it's on these dates, because we're going.
Right.
So do you feel that you have been helped and gotten clear about how to handle people that's trying to be a travel agent when they reach out to you?
I do. I do. You giving me some good suggestions as well, so I like that.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to implement those this year as well.
Okay, yes, implement those. We're definitely gonna be checking on you about that.
Okay.
So before we get out of here, I currently don't see any other questions popping in. So if anybody else don't have any questions, I'm gonna ask you one more question, and then we're gonna say our goodbyes. So
Okay.
please share with us what you currently enjoy or what you have been enjoying about this community. You're new to this community, and we met probably last year.
Right.
Tell us collectively what you're enjoying about the community so far, and any suggestions that you may have.
Well, actually, I'm enjoying meeting different people. Because that's one thing I've always liked to do. I like to meet different people from all walks of life, because you can learn something from anybody. So I like the interaction that you have. I like the fact that you do something each day. Like today is what, Winning Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was Tip Tuesday, and it kind of helps everybody to get something from somewhere. Like, I mean, I may not even know this person. Granted, I've invited some people to the group,
Mm-hmm.
but they can learn
Thank you.
from it as well. So that's what I've gotten out of it. So I sometimes I might sit back and just read and watch, and but I like to communicate as well. So I try to comment on the things that I can relate to. But then even the things that I'm not relatable to like that, I still
Right.
try to see if I can comment, you know, or maybe invite, that might trigger something in me to invite somebody else to the group and say, hey, so-and-so might benefit from this, so let me invite them to the group. You know, so it's good. It really is good. Now, one thing I didn't ask, this is for women, right?
We do
Or is
have
it-
men in our group.
Okay. That helps me because I haven't invited any men because in my mind, I was thinking it was all.
So we do have some men. They're a little quiet, but
Okay.
we have men in the group.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they need support as well. So
Right. Because I know some men that would enjoy this too. So
yes,
I'm gonna.
invite our brothers, invite them, because they need some support as well. Um, yes, because we generally have a very supportive community as women as a whole. But I
Right.
think sometimes when men are doing something outside the norm, building a business alongside their 9 to 5, they may not have that same support channel that we do as a group of women, whether it's our sisters, our church family, our volunteer groups, our sorority sisters, whatever. We have some community that supports and uplifts us and keeps us motivated, encouraged, and men don't always have that. So please invite them. I will embrace them and love on them as well.
I will. But you're doing a wonderful job. I'm enjoying what you're doing, and I appreciate you inviting me, not just for tonight, but to the group as well.
Thank you so much. Jayne, hang out with me a little longer. I'm going to end the live stream. So if you have any questions, make sure you post them under this. If you're watching it under replay, post it there as well. Make sure you follow Miss Jayne Chaplin at Private Getaway Vacations.
That's correct.
At Private Getaway Vacations, check out her deals. If you have an anniversary, something coming up, and you're looking to do some travel, reach out to her. She did do a tip yesterday about passports. So check your passport and see if it's expiring soon and start that process so you don't get caught out here having to pay the expedited cost or just not being able to travel because you don't have enough time left on your passport.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.